What's up, YouTubies? This is Corzi from GamingLegit, bringing you the first in my series of Bad Company 2 videos. I'm going to be giving you guys tons of videos on how-tos and tactical ways of approaching this game as long as the demo lasts and up until the demo ends, and then I'm going to be buying this game and then be continuing my Bad Company 2 series. The way this game works, however, usually they last pretty long because you know, it depends really. Some of the games can end within 10 minutes, some of them go like, you know, for 30 plus minutes. And so I might be breaking these videos up into different partitions for the same game. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just be giving you like little snigs of games I've been playing where, you know, everything just seemed to, you know, exercise a good tactic in that part of the game. What am I going to be talking about for this first video of Bad Company 2 is I'm going to break down the weapons and some little strategies, kind of like an overall coverage of everything that's I've experienced so far in Bad Company 2. And then some of my other videos I'm going to get more specific in like assault rifle tactics or sniper tactics. Basically the different classes and the tactics you should use to be more successful in this game. I love this game. I highly recommend that everybody gets this game that watches my channel. This is kind of like one of those games. It's a blessing for GamingLegit, and you know, for me especially, because it's so team oriented. What they did with this game is what they should do to every online game, in my opinion. Just because online games like COD 6 and stuff, they're a massive hit. Everybody loves them. They're really fun to play and just goof around and stuff. But at the same time, they kind of break away and put stuff into it that's less team oriented. It makes it more for the individual experience than the overall team. And this game kind of brings back the whole team aspect and the point breakdown and how the classes work to benefit the rest of your team rather than just you individually. So you choose your class based on the situation that you're in, and just how points break down. Like you get assist points and you get UAV points if you're a sniper class, to give a UAV for your team, or to heal people you get points for that. So helping out your team, you get points for it, and so it's less dependent on kill death ratio, more so than other first person shooters. I guess I'll get into engineer class since I have the engineer class up right now. The engineer classes are pretty cool. Definitely dominating force in this game if you use them appropriately, but at the same time they could be kind of a hazard, I guess is a way you could say it, against you if you don't use them the way they should be used. Keep in consideration that the assault rifle, or you know, your little submachine gun or whatever it is that you start out with, all the engineer classes appear to be silenced, but they're short range weapons. They're not weapons you're supposed to be using over a great distance. But I did get some good you know, slightly hefty distance for an engineer class kills, and just before I picked up this assault rifle that you might have seen from my iron sights. I recommend that you shoot in bursts. That's like, you know, one of the big things I'm going to be suggesting to be successful in firing weapons in this game. Because of this game being so gnarly and how, you know, weapons work, you know, you're more successful in certain situations, especially over long distances, to be shooting in bursts, no matter what the gun is. That breaks down for the engineer class, the medic class, and for the assault rifle class. So I'm going to be playing defense, and as a defender, you're defending domination points. And if they end up destroying the domination points, the map will increase in size, and you push back to another area where there's 2 more domination points, and you got to protect those. And that goes on until I think 4, I'm going to call it, durations of the map. And so if you don't stop them the first time, then it's going to push back, and if you don't stop them that time, it's going to push back, and so on and so forth up until the 4th time. And if they get that 4th one, then you guys lose as a defending team. I think the defending team, especially for this game variant, is definitely has an advantage. I think it's easier to defend than it is to be offensive. But at the same time, from my experience, the short experience I've had as this demo's been launched, is that people kind of don't completely understand this game, and so they're just kind of playing around with weapons and all the different perks that come out with your loadout based on your class, and so it's not really all blended together really well with teamwork right now. There's not really a lot of communications and stuff, but when the game, or when the community starts to understand this game a lot more, I think the defensive side will be easier than the offensive side. So the defensive side, the main thing you got to worry about is that you've got to prevent them from arming the domination points, obviously, but you have to get 75 kills. So every single time a new duration, like I said I was going to call it, when the game starts, for instance, and they offensively, they've got to arm those charges that I've been talking about, the domination points that you're supposed to be protecting, that I'm supposed to be protecting right now in this video. They have 75 lives to do it, and so basically the goal as a defender is to kill 75 guys. That's basically what it breaks down to, is to guard those domination points or demolition points, and just kill them and prevent, or drop their lives down to 0. And when you get them down to no lives left, and then you win. It's as simple as that. And so, as a defensive side, it's definitely based a lot more on kills than the offensive side. The offensive side, you're going to be focused on arming those demolition points, and don't stress out as much about your kill-death ratio. That breaks down to what I love. Another thing I love about this game, in that it forces you to not care about your kill-death ratio and focus more on winning the game and helping out your team. So if that means switching over to an engineer class and dying a couple times before you kill that tank, it's worth it in the long run, and you're actually doing something good for your team. So right now, the kills are getting pretty close to this game being over, and we seem to have held off this team pretty successfully, and so I picked up this bolt action snipe, which I prefer over the other snipe. I'll talk about that in another one of my Bad Company 2 vids, and I kind of bunkered up next to this cement median. And the reasoning behind this is that I can look down that street, and they're all going to be funneling down that street. This is an epic fail on my part. Check this out. Boom. I just fucked myself over. And it even says it on top. Epic fail. Thanks for filling me in. So right now, we've only got a few kills left that we need. So I'm going to switch over to definitely what I favor in this game. That's a sniping class, just because I feel like a good sniper in this game is a little bit rarer than in COD 6, because you have to lead them both in the direction that they're running and raise your reticle above them based on how far away they are, and so it takes a lot more to be a successful sniper in this game than it does in COD 6. Now, I guess there's a little bit of a sport-like math, to it, to be able to figure out or predict where they're going to be, like this shot right here, for instance. Led him a little bit over his head and in front of him, and I connected the shot. Just kind of watch, and you'll pick up on it and how I'm sniping and stuff. And even if I don't get those kills, I'm definitely going to be getting critical assist points, because it's a bolt action sniper, and I'm shooting them from over like 600 yards away, and so it definitely has an impact on their life. And so when they get on a one-on-one conflict with one of my teammates somewhere else in the map, that my teammate will win that battle, and that's a good thing. So again, we're getting very close to winning this game. They don't really have a chance now to get to the B point, and they're getting into desperation mode because they know they've only got so many, only a few more lives to be able to get that point. So they're going to make foolish decisions, like this guy just sprinting through the center of the map. And a pull off for the W. Nice warm coffee. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at the commentary, but hold with me. I'm progressing every single time I do a commentary. I'm Corzy from GamingLegit. Check out my other Bad Company 2 videos that I'll be posting. Again, I'll be getting into the specifics of each class and each weapon, both offensive and defensively. Please rate and subscribe my videos, and send me some messages. Send me some feedback. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.